Hi everyone, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss another facility which is provided by Python Panda, that is to import and export data from MySQL tables from the data frame. Python data frames are so bold that they can retrieve data from variety of sources. We have seen how we can retrieve data from a dictionary or a list or numpy array and from the CSV file. In this series we are going to see how we can retrieve data from MySQL first. Okay, for this we will be needing some packages. Let's import those packages and carry on our work. Okay, so first of all we are going to import a package called pandas as pd, and then we need to import another package that is mysql.connector as SQL, and for writing purpose only we need another package that is called SQL ALCHEMY. Okay, let us correct the code. Import and create, that is underscore engine. Okay, only one underscore is there. Okay, now we need to create a connection with MySQL. For this we will be creating a variable called con, and then we will need a SQL dot connect and then pass parameter. First is host, that is which computer or which SQL server you want, its URL, and in my case it is localhost because my SQL is installed in my system only and I'm going to use that particular system, that particular MySQL. Okay, and then we need to pass a database user, and by default user is root, and then we need to pass a password. In my case it is ram. Okay, and you can substitute whatever you have chosen a database password. Then we need to specify a database name. Okay, so if I show you my database, that is MySQL client, and then go ahead and type the password, that is ram show databases, and here I have a database called db1, so I will be using that. Okay, use db1, and in this database I have a table called emp. Select as from emp, and you can see my table is here, so I will be using this table and I will be retrieving this data only. So here we have a database is equals to, and this time we will be using a db1. Okay, and then a char set is equals to udf8. Okay, this is all we need to do, and then finally we need to create a data frame. Okay, so this will be our data frame, and I will be using pd.sql or read SQL, and then specify my table name here, or specify a query, select a string from emp, and then specify my connection, that is con, and finally close the connection, con dot close, and let us print this data frame also, print df. Okay, and here I'm going to use messages so that I can come to know which statement is creating problem in case I'm getting error. Okay, so database is connected. Let's print this. Let us try to execute my code. Okay, here I am. Okay, so my database is connected. That means my first line number 4 is successfully executed and it doesn't generated any error since this line is printed. And then I am getting query executed. That means my second or sixth statement is also perfectly correct, as my seventh statement is executed. Okay, query executed, and then finally this SQL or read statement gives me a data frame that is stored in df, and finally I have printed this data frame. This is how you can retrieve data from your database. Okay, you can use any query you would like. Okay, you can use a where clause, group by, or order by, or anything, and after getting this data back you can modify the data and insert the data in another table. Okay, so now let's learn how to write a data to a database. Okay, for this we will be needing this functionality, or we will be using a create engine function. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, let us get rid of, to export data from DataFrame to SQL we need a package. Okay, that is SQL ELCHEMY, and in this package we will be needing a function called create underscore engine. Okay, and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, I should be creating my instance which is used to connect my database. So this time it may be MyDB. Then we need to use a function called create underscore engine. Okay, and need to pass a connection string here. So here first of all I will be passing my relational database system name MySql, plus must specify my connector name, that is MySql connector, and then specify my username, that is root, and then specify the password :ram, and then specify @ my database location and name. Okay, that is localhost / db1 is the database name, and then specify one more parameter, echo is equals to false. Okay, and then we need to create a data frame. To shorten the video, I'm just going to copy it. Okay, so here is my data frame which matches the schema which we have used in our database. Let's see our database. We have this. Let's use select asterisk from emp once again and see the result. So here we have this. Let's match one by one. First column is emp number. This is my primary key. So if my roll number already exists, that is 5221, I have to change this one. Okay, if I try to execute this one, this will give me error. Okay, then emp name is my second column, job, mgr, hire date, sale, com, dept number. Okay, so these are some of the values. I'm going to change all these, or this time it should be, let's say, 4001, and Lakshman can be name, and let's it be clerk, and mgr is equals to we can specify any number, that is 5045. We can specify here 5045. You can specify the date as well. Here I'm going to specify 20. Okay, let be 2003 and 03. It can be anything, but this time this only, and department number is, let's say, 10. Okay, so this will be my data frame. I want to export one record from my data frame to my database. Okay, so now I will be using data frames to underscore SQL method and specify my table name in which I want to append the data, and then specify my engine name, that is my DB this time. Okay, you may choose any variable which you have created earlier. So I have created my DB, so I will be using my DB, and then if exist you have to set the behavior. Okay, there can be certain set of behavior: fail, append, and replace. So fail, if a table already exists, your statement will fail, and if you have specified append, so it will add any row at the end, or if you specify replace, then your complete table is replaced with a new one. Okay, so this time I will be using append, and then one more parameter you need to specify while inserting data, that is index is equals to false. Okay, now if you don't do this, or if you specify tool if you specify true, then your index will also be inserted in. Since I do not have the name for the index, so it will return a error. Okay, so I must specify false here. Okay, and then print a message which indicates all the statements are executed. Print, let's specify record inserted. You can use any input, or you can get data from CSV and copy it to the database if the schema is matching. Okay, let us try to execute this one. There is one spelling mistake, ECHO it is. I have written an extra. Let us now try to execute this. Now it is taking time, and you can see my database is created. Actually, let us try to execute this one. Okay, I think this primary key already exists. If you check the end error, it is saying integrity error. Okay, duplicate entry 4001. Let's see whether my database or table contains a 401. It was not complete containing, but if you check it again, it is containing. So I must change this value to something else, that is 11, and instead of a Lakshman, let's say Ram this time, clerk. Okay, he may be president, and 405, it's fine. Or you can specify np.null, and here I'm going to change it to something pretty old, that is 1990. It can be 33, that is fine, and its salary be increased to 5 lakhs or 50,000 rupees, and commission 150, department 10, it's okay. And let's try to execute this piece of our code now, and see, my code is actually executed, and maybe I'm having some more code, so this is executing. So now let us check and execute the SQL query. Let's see whether my value is created or not, and you can see my record is inserted. So in this way you can insert the records. Now what if we have multiple records? Here you can specify multiple values, like I'm going to specify 2 values. This time I will start from 6000, so it is easy to check. 6001, I must specify 2 names, Raman, and let's say this be Dipesh, and president, and let's say manager. Let's press enter so that we have another value. Let's np.nan. okay, and in higher date also I must specify another date. I'm just going to copy this one. Let's do this and copy a complete thing, copy and paste it. Once again, salary is 50,000 and let's say 40,000. So everywhere I'm going to specify some values, let's say np.nan, and let's try to it. Again, let us press enter so that I can see much better picture, and here I'm going to specify another value, let's say 80. So this time I am creating a data frame with two rows. Let's print the data frame first, df1, print df1, and let us get rid of this. Let's get rid of this code first, and let's execute this one. So here this is my data frame, you can see, and record inserted. That means my statement 11 is executed perfectly fine. Let's check whether these records are reflected here or not. You can see this was the previous state of my database or table, and now re-execute my select strict from emp and then enter. Now you can see my database contains 2 more records, 6000 and 6001, you can see, and name was Raman and Dipesh, you can see. So in this way you have seen, if your database contains multiple records, it can simultaneously be added. Okay, now So this is one way of doing or importing and exporting data from or to DataFrame to MySQL. Okay, now what else? Now if you search on internet, you will find many ways to do this. We have different packages which supports importing and exporting. You can simply use your MySQL connector to import and export the data, but here since we are learning Python, so we have to use two SQL method to insert the data, right? So that's why we are learning this. And if you try to specify connection that we have created in our example, previous example, you can see here we have created a connection. If you specify con here in place of mydb, okay, it will not show a syntax error, but it will not insert your data because that function or that connection only supports inserting of data with SQLite, not to MySQL. That's why we are not able to insert records or export data from DataFrame to MySQL by using con. Okay, that's why we have chosen SQL ALCHEMY. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you have learned it. This also concludes our chapter DataFrame 2, and next we are going to learn with data visualization using matplot library. Let us wind up the video so that you can practice it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, see you.